Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Funzo, and if you're new here, welcome.
Perfect.
So today's topic is going to be the SAPS, the South African Police Service, and my interactions with them. So I'm just gonna be telling you a bit of stories and a little story or bits of stories, and I'm just gonna tell you my experience that I've had with the police, what I've seen, what I've experienced, what I've heard, and basically what I'll try to do is leave the links to where you can complain if you have ever had problems like I have had on the description box, so that it helps you if you are in South Africa and you want to complain about any experience you might have had with the police. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So I'm gonna tell you a short story from when I used to live in Pretoria. I think this was 2017, 2018, right? And I think the incident happened about 2018, early 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So what happened was, my brother got into a little car accident in where we were staying at with another resident of where we were staying at. And in that situation, the person that car got hit at the back, she decided to call the police. And then because there was an accident that happened and they did need to take an incident report so that the insurance can pay for the damages and everything. And also for my brother for his work, because it was a work car. So then in that situation, called the police, waited for them. They were a no-show. My brother and the other person ended up having to go to the police station to write their statement so that they can give it to the insurance. But the police actually never pitched. Now, while we were waiting and discussing the whole thing and calling insurance and all of that for the accident, right? One of the caretakers of the place that we were living at decided to also told us a story about how she got robbed and she called the police and they never pitched. And I'm talking about a police station that was not that far from where we stayed. They actually never even pitched. So that was a Pretoria experience, right? That's that, right? So then let me come back home to where I'm from, which is Pando area in Limpopo, right? That one was in Gauteng, and then this is Limpopo. So then in Limpopo, Tando area. So I'm just gonna talk about my experience. My mom experienced this like, let me just say, 3 times I think in total now, when it came to like actually reporting something that needed the police attention, like properly. And then the time that I was actually there was the one time, now the last time now in 2020, when we needed their assistant. So on that day, my mom and my aunt went to the police station during the day, and they were looking for assistance from the police. And then unfortunately, they didn't get it. From what I had, they told them that there wasn't any vehicles, and they told them there were no vehicles, so they could not help them at that time. So in this situation, there was also calling of the ambulance, but that story I'm gonna leave until the next video. So you're gonna see it on the Monday. So you're gonna see it on Monday, which is gonna be explaining what happened when it came to the ambulances. I don't wanna put it problems I do not wanna combine. So when the second time, when we actually, because they didn't help us the first time, so we needed to go back again, and this was like later on in the day because they had left since they didn't get any assistance. So what happened now, this like the second time I was actually there. Me, my mom, and then my cousin went, and then my cousin had to go somewhere else, but me and my mom were there and we were waiting. So what happened was, we went to the police station, but we called the emergency number, because there's I think there's like 112 you can call and then they connect you, but there's another special number which is it's a special unit or something that connects you. I think they're rapid response or something. And my mom called that one, and then she called them. When she called them, they told them that she connected to the ambulances, and the ambulances said we should go get the police, and then we can, when we leaving, when we got the police, we can go by the ambulance station, and then we can go to where we're going, which would have been on, well, there was a faster route, but we could still go that route and get them. And the whole ambulance thing is relevant, and why she had to call and get the ambulance via that route instead of the normal 112 was because these people, when I called them during the day, the 112, then they connected me to the Tando paramedics, they told me that there were no ambulances, they were all in Polokwane, and we had no transportation, or we could not get an ambulance while we were still in this area. So I will go more into depth of that situation in the next video. So okay, that whole situation happened then, and then we went to the police station. My mom explained, she also explained the fact that she was there during the day and she was treated really badly, and she told this guy was just like, no, I was not that person, it was not me, blah blah, being defensive and all that crap. So then and then they told us that they didn't have vehicles. This was the second time coming to the police station, not this day, but second time as in general coming to the police station for a situation where they told us they did not have car. The last time they told us that they only had one van, and we had to wait for that one until it finally came, and that also took hours before the van finally showed up. And then in this situation, my mom told them, like, okay, she told them that this situation required them to be more hasty. We needed their help, very fast. And then the man was like, yeah, but it was like, but we don't have vehicles, we have to wait because this one has gone to this direction, this one has gone to that direction, so we don't have cars, so we have to wait. So I was like, oh, okay. Oh. And you will never guess how long we had to wait. 2 to 3 hours we waited, still got no help. We ended up leaving and helping ourselves because 2-3 hours, if not even more, I might be being generous here, it might even be more, and we did not get any help whatsoever from these people, and we left and we still just had to go help ourselves. So basically, yeah, that was the situation that happened in the police station. Now I just want to tell you a little bit of a story. Like, I just want to share some stories when I was there that were happening while I was sitting in the police station. Like, either I was there to certify papers, or I was there, I think there's another one I'm going to tell you of a father with the child and the mother, or whatever the situation, and that happened while we were waiting that 2-3 hours for the police to help us. So what happened, so in this situation, the first story was a father, mother, child. So I'm just gonna call it that. So a father came in with a baby. He was an infant, he was still young, and when he came in there, he told them, and he was explaining his story, that the child was sick. The mother called him that the child was sick, so they had to take him to the doctors, and then he came and picked her up, and they were taking the child to the doctors, but him and the mother had like a disagreement, and then she got out of the car, and then he ended up taking the child to the doctors, and then he was bringing back the child to the house. When he getting to the house, he found out that the girl had not gone back to the house, but instead had gone out searching for him. And then when he got there, when he wanted to leave the child, according to him, the family was not listening to him, or they weren't giving me a listening ear, so he decided that he cannot leave the child since nobody was paying attention to him when he said he wanted to leave the child. So he decided to go with the child, go to the police station to tell them that I want an affidavit to say that I am with my child, so that tomorrow the mother does not come and claim that I kidnapped the child. Now in that situation, the police officer decided, I don't know if it was the council or what, but then he decided, and then he said that, so what the police officer decided to say was, so the police officer then decided to proceed to say, no, we don't handle this, it's only handled by social workers and the courts. So then he was like, so what am I supposed to do? And then it's gonna be like, I kidnapped the child, because like, yes, you did kidnap the child, because why did you take the child from the mother? Okay. and then he muttered something as the guy was going to answer a call. He was muttering like, me, I also have children and all of these things, and I was just like, it didn't make any sense. And then the guy ended up just sitting there, and then he was telling the other guys, and like he was saying it like it's like it was like a story that they were telling it as like as a joke or something, and I was just sitting there like I was like, okay. Then there was another time that I was going to the police station. I think I was going to certify my papers, and then in that situation, shop owners, and they just been robbed. And at that time, the I think they had called the police officers, and they had told them the situation, and then the police officer said they were gonna be sending somebody, and I think those guys were like, they told them to stay in that place, and then I think those guys were like, they were not sure about the whole thing, and they decided, probably waited a while. That's why they probably showed up in the police station, and then they were coming there to be like, yo, I think the person had not showed up, because the time that they were saying that the person was going there was when those guys were already there for a long while, and they were still not getting help. And I was just like, and they were being told, yeah, you should have just stayed there. Why did you leave that place? You should have just stayed there. And I was thinking like, so I just got robbed, and I'm gonna stay in the same place I just got robbed while you're not even showing up, just in case if they come back and they decide that they want to finish their whole thing. I'm gonna stay there and get robbed. I just think I was like, first of all, y'all should have just showed up on time, and then these people would not have come to the police station. Like, what? Excuse you? Hypo. Anyway, the third and the last one that I'm gonna say, right, was a young I think they were exes or whatever, but they were a young couple that came in. There was a fight that happened, and both of them wanted to open up a case on each other. One was of assault, and then the other, both of them was for assault. And then this guy was like, it was a different guy even. If it is a different police officer, and then he goes like, so you think the police station is a place to play? You think we're here to play? You just here going to open cases like whatever. And I was just like, isn't your job to take the statement and then investigate? And this is where you could see that there was a fight. There was something that happened. There was a physical fight that happened, a physical altercation that happened, and I was just like, I don't understand. Because you're also doing this like in front of so many people. So I don't know if this is also a thing to embarrass the person. Now in my head I started thinking, how does a rape case go in South Africa? Especially in that police station in particular. Like, do they separate you? Are they compassionate? Because it makes me wonder, like, what somebody was going through trauma when they go to that police station, how they get treated. And when I think about it, it saddens me, like, what? And guys, this is just a few of the stories that I have experienced firsthand, seeing or hearing or going through it ourselves, like myself as well. So I know I'm not the only one that goes through this. No in hell, like I'm the only one that goes through this, or my family. So please, if you wouldn't mind, share your stories down below. Good, bad, ugly, I don't really care. Share your stories below. I know I've only been showing the bad ones because, well, I don't make it a habit of going to the police station, and because I know things like this is just a lot. So plus nothing has happened at the moment. I mean, there's more stories I could tell, but I don't think we have the time to tell them. But what you can do for me is, if you wouldn't mind, share your stories down below or share them on my social media, like DM me or messenger me or Twitter DM me, I don't know, whatever, but like DM me on my socials. I think they should be appearing somewhere. It should be at the vendor chef, and there should be one at Funzo Nangwanan, and then there should be Funzo at like the vendor underscore the vendor chef. So on any of those, contact me or contact me any of those platforms or down in the comment section and tell me your experience. Doesn't matter what country or what area or what province you come from. Just tell me your experience when it comes to dealing with the police. Tell me how it is for you and tell me how your area is. Maybe I'll do a part 2 of even more stories that I have and what I've experienced through the hands of the police, because I feel like this is just a small fraction of what I feel like we've gone through with the police. I will not even go into when you're trying to certify papers and it's like later on in the day and they're gonna be telling you stories. You're gonna hear somebody being moody, like, and you're just like, public servant, like, public service. That time they're not the only ones. So the next video, I will even say it completely. It's gonna be about ambulances. I just want to tell you my experience with them, public ambulances. So guys, thank you for watching. Come again, watch my other videos. At the end of these, there should be 2 videos on this side of the screen. Please do watch some more videos, or click on this side of my profile and it'll take you to my page, and then you can watch even more videos of mine. And guys, thank you so much for coming to my video, and until next time, bye.
Lori fall.